Hey guys, do you wanna know what is the easiest way with the graphical user interface to install Arch Linux in 2024? Let me show you. So you open your browser, you search for Arch Linux GUI, and this GitHub page shows up. I will link this GitHub page in the description of the video. As you can see, ALG, formerly Arch Linux GUI, is a fast offline graphical installer for Arch Linux. It was discontinued in the month of July 2022 after a final release. We are working to update the repositories to the latest standards so that builders can build ISOs error-free. So this is the story. So basically ALG stands for Arch Linux GUI, and yes, that is what it is. Then we just go in ALG releases, and this is it. This is the easiest way to install Arch Linux, because you have, like any other distro, a testing environment that you can boot with your USB drive, and you have an installer. So it's very easy for beginners and for everyone to install, like any other distro. Like you, for example, take Linux Mint, you put it in your USB drive, and then you boot it, and you can install it, and that's it. You don't have to go through any terminal window. You don't have to do anything, really. And this is what this project is. It's just an easy way to install Arch Linux. So now we have to click on ALG releases, go into download now. As you can see, they are pretty updated. They have been updated the 25th of August, so yeah, they're pretty much updated. What I suggest you to install is to install those three: Plasma, GNOME and XFCE. Because if you install the Plasma Pure, for example, which is the one that I've tried on my laptop, and it worked, but it's a very stock experience of Plasma. Some things are missing, okay? So I think you should go to the personalized one, okay? And we're going to try that right now. To install them, you just click on them and you just wait 5 seconds and the download will start. But I already did that. I already have it here. So let's open GNOME boxes. And if you want to install it on an actual computer, you absolutely can. Okay, I did it. I've installed it on my laptop, okay, on one of my older laptops, and it works perfectly. So let's select install from file. As you can see, we click it. And yeah, we can just name it Arch Linux. And we're going to create it. Allow. And as you can see, here we are. We just click on Arch Linux installer. And I'm going to use the latest NVIDIA drivers only, because I have a 4060, so I can use them. I mean, that's what I would choose if I weren't using a virtual machine, but I'm going to use it anyways. And so we're booting into Arch Linux. Here we are. As you can see, this is not like a default. I like to share statistics to KDE Plasma. As you can see, this is not the default KDE Plasma theme, but it doesn't really matter. Like, it's a nice theme. You can always change that. It's not a bad theme by any means. So as you saw, when we booted, we had this screen pop up with this application that gives them their links to their GitHub and their Discord. Then you can switch easily to a dark theme or not. You can select if you want to see this application every time you start the system. Then you can update the system here, but it doesn't really matter at the moment. Or you can install Arch Linux GUI. Okay, so I guess we're going to install it because we're here to install it. So we just click install it, and as you can see, the installer pops up. We can click next, and okay, I have to set the keyboard to Italian. Click erase disk. What a weird name. And we're going to put a password that it's definitely not 123. Summary. Okay, we just click install, and as you can see, we're installing Arch Linux at the moment. Like, if we do a neo fetch, like, this is Arch Linux. This is not another distro. This is nothing else. This is not a distro based on Arch Linux. This is Arch Linux. Okay, you're installing Arch Linux, so yes, this is just an easy way to install it. Now we have those images explaining you some things, and yes, we just wait until it installs. Okay, so we're done. Just click restart now, and it's going to restart. Or we'll have to start it. Okay, so we can select here Arch Linux. And we're in Arch Linux. I can disable this. So I think we are on Wayland. Yes, I think we are on Wayland. As you can see, there is already a little bit of personalization, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, looks kind of nice, right? Looks kind of nice. And yes, I think this is the best option. If you want to install Arch Linux easily with this GUI, I think that installing the normal version is the best option, because it has already all the defaults that you're used to on Plasma if you're used to them. So you don't have to configure the defaults yourself. You just have a seamless, easy way to install. And if you want to change them, you want to change the theme, you just go into the settings. You just go into colors and themes, and you can select Breeze or Breeze Dark, and it will change the theme globally. At the moment, as you can see, this is selected. We have something else, really. This is okay, even more Windows-like. Okay, I think I'm going to settle with this one. So yes, this is the easiest way to install Arch Linux in 2024. As you can see, it took us 5 minutes. We just had to wait for the installer to complete, and we were done. Now we are inside Arch Linux. Let's do a final test. And as you can see, we are on Arch Linux. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.